Greetings, YouTube. LMS Tactical. Hoping everybody's ready for a good weekend. Yeah, I know the sun is causing a weird reflection, but you're gonna have to suck it up, cowgirl, because I can't control. Hey, so how's everybody doing? Look, this is gonna be about the Ferguson riot that we know is coming. Why do we know that there's going to be a riot in Ferguson, Missouri? Oh, there's no way to talk about this without sounding like a racist. Listen. For anybody out there in the world that actually believes that I am a racist, I brought a gift for you. Where the fuck did I... Oh, here it is. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm a grand wizard with a K fucking KK. Don't matter to me. I'm beyond manipulation, like so many other pathetic white Americans who are so fucking afraid to be labeled a racist. So that fear precludes them, it prevents them from stating obvious truths. What kind of truths, KKK Grand Wizard? Well, the kind of truth like me saying for sure there's going to be riots in Ferguson, Missouri. They're going to make... What do you mean there? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We got you. We got you painted into a corner. You said they, there. That means you're racist. Yeah, you're grouping everybody into one category. You're saying that all of the blacks in Ferguson, Missouri are one way. All right, well, let's just take that little hypothesis for a second. All right? You fucking bottom feeders who think that way. Having been deeply immersed in the Los Angeles riots of 1992, doesn't make me an expert on riots, but I'm pretty hip to why things happen the way they do, even though the rest of America is scared shitless to say it, for the most part. Understandably so. You know, if somebody was to come up on YouTube and say, yeah, the black people in Ferguson, Missouri are going to riot because they didn't get what they want, well, they'd be fired the next day because either their pathetic, self-hating white boss would fire them to show the world that he or she's not racist, or their black boss would label them a racist, or their co-workers. You get it. These motherfucking political correct motherfuckers have got it to where you can't speak the truth, and that's what they want. So I say, fuck it. The truth is everything. Let's look at these fuck sticks that are going to riot in Ferguson. And for those of you who think that any of the protests in Ferguson, Missouri the protests were peaceful because that's what your fucking spoon-fed news media showed you, just stop this video and then type in a search for Ferguson cops owned and take a look at that. That's the shit that the news doesn't show you. Watching those videos of the abuse that the cops in Ferguson are taking, I wouldn't be a cop if you paid me $6 million. Man, because you scared, motherfucker, because you ain't got no badge, you good. No. I wouldn't be able to fucking stand there and listen to that shit, man. You know what? Back when I wore a badge, we were not abusing people. Yeah, no, we weren't, fucker. But I'll tell you what, guys like that guy in that video getting up in the cop's face and shit and threatening him, I counted 3 threats. That fucker would have been on a fucking major hospital stay. Not just lacerations, you know, because he's called an agitator. And when somebody's trying to agitate a crowd, those motherfuckers always ended up at the hospital. That's just the way it worked back when there was law and order. But now the liberals have taken over, so cops have to stand there and take that shit. Fuck that. Let's look at these little shit sticks over there in Ferguson, Missouri, who are going to riot. What are they going to riot for? Well, I predict that, well, if there is justice, then the grand jury is going to have to rule in favor of the cop. Do I believe that they will? No. I'm just as fucking prepared for them to say that. The fuck did that even mean? I'm just as prepared for them to say, you know, that there's enough for him to go on trial for murder. Even though me and everybody in the world with 2 fucking brain cells knows that while it was unfortunate that somebody had to die, that somebody brought that shit on himself. Little fucking clue to you little gangbangers. Don't run up on a cop, especially when you're 3 times his size. okay, and you've just committed a felony. He didn't know about the felony. Fuck that shit, man. I can smell a fucking felony 600 yards away. All right, so they're gonna riot, and then when they get done burning down their own city, I saw it, man. I saw it in LA. They burned down their own fucking stores. You know, the black people over there tried to they put black owned on their stores, trying to fucking save themselves by pulling the race card. Typical racist motherfuckers. The majority of racism in this country comes from blacks. I'm just going to throw that out there. That's a fucking truth. That's a fact. If you don't believe that, then I got an extra one for you. Now, I mean, because if we were really racist, we'd hate Chinese, Japanese, we'd hate everybody. Mexican. Why don't we hate them? Oh, because they're not always running around trying to stick the fucking sins of people that we weren't even related to on us. Your great-grandpa, that motherfucker had a slave! No, he didn't. None of my relatives were in this country during the slave days. Bam! Gotcha! Anyways. So, these fuckers in LA burned down their own stores, and then even the black-owned stores, because it wasn't really about making a point. These are opportunists. People that love to smash windows and love to steal shit, and then when they're asked why...
Man, we tired of being stepped on, you know what I'm saying? We get stepped on. I get forced to sell crack, man. So I finna go down there and burn me down, something.
Fucking lessons. What lessons did you fuck you? What lessons did you teach anybody?
Man, I showed it them motherfuckers that if y'all fuck with us back in the 1800s, don't be crying when I burn your shit down in 2014. Boo. You know what I'm saying?
That's the logic. They want every white person to treat all black people equal. But there's a caveat. For those of you in Ferguson, look that up. And that caveat is they don't want to treat anyone else equal. All whites are fucking racist. All cops are abusive. Even if this cop woke up that day in Ferguson and said, you know what? I'm going to hunt me down a darkie and shoot him and kill him. Then I'll make up a story about how he fucking attacked me. Even if that's what happened, that has nothing to do with the other ones.
No, man, we have years of being abused and shit.
Oh, you mean like going to jail?
Yeah, there's more brothers in jail than crackers.
Well, maybe there's more brothers committing crimes than crackers. Just throwing it out there as a possibility. Stupid fucks. So they want to use the same broad brush of guilt by association. They want to make all cops guilty of the sins of one cop, if you believe that. But you can't use the broad brush for them. Now, this is the funniest part. The signs that they hold up.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Power to the Goldie. No justice, no peace.
You know what their justice is? What their meaning, their definition of justice is, if we don't get what we want, then it was unjust. Justice to these fucking bottom-feeding motherfuckers that are going to be rioting. Justice is give us exactly what we want, or we're going to cry racism, and we're going to burn your fucking shit to the ground. Okay, so what do you do if you happen to live in Ferguson and you're just a regular person, black, white, Asian, or whatever? Well, they said gun sales have gone up remarkably in preparation. Do I think that's a good idea? Fuck yeah. Anybody that can legally carry a gun needs to be carrying a gun, in my opinion. Now, that's assuming that people that are new gun owners understand clearly what the rules of engagement are and what the law is in your given state. You know, if you buy a gun and you see somebody out there burning down your fucking car and you run out and shoot them, you're probably going to spend the rest of your life in prison. You need to understand when and when you cannot use deadly force. If you're not 100% fucking clear, stay the fuck away from a gun and carry a fucking taser or something. Or a wiffle ball bat. If you're too stupid to fucking learn the laws, you have no business carrying a weapon. If you're too stupid to fucking learn the laws, you have no business carrying a weapon. If you're too stupid to fucking learn the laws, you have no business carrying a weapon. Now remember, as far as black angry youth go, they will target everyone. Feel me? They don't just... See, they don't even believe the bullshit about white people they don't believe any of that. That's just some fucking shit that they're so-called leaders like the Reverend Jesse Jackson and Al Fuckton. That's just the shit they've pumped into them. They know in their hearts, if a black dude's walking through a white neighborhood, he ain't afraid of shit. Trust me on that. If a black dude is walking through a black neighborhood, he's scared shitless. Ask Jesse Jackson. He even said that. And it's true. It ain't my fault, you cockbites. Don't get mad at me. It's just the way it is. There ain't a fucking white neighborhood on earth that a brother's afraid to walk through these days. Yeah. Fucking before anybody hearing this tape was born, before we were even gleams in our daddy's eye, that shit, it was different. But you know what? It used to be that way here with the Indians too. If one tribe walked through another tribe's hood, they ended up fucked up. Do I really have to educate fucking people? I don't think so. You guys get it. So Ferguson people, talking to the good people, don't get sucked into this bullshit about fucking up your own city. At the end of the LA riots, not one of these motherfucking mothers down there had anywhere to go to get milk for their kids because everybody burned down and looted the stores. If you really want justice, accept fucking justice. Justice means sometimes you gotta suck it up. All of us crackers had to watch O.J. Simpson, who was a fucking acquaintance of mine, by the way. We had to watch him go free when we knew goddamn well he committed a double murder. So suck it the fuck up. We also had to watch the Rodney King cops get found innocent, and then because everybody was fucking freaking out, they got a double jeopardy trial and ended up fucking going to jail. Anything to keep the fucking thugs happy. You know? So learn first of all to understand what justice is, and then accept it. And if you can't do that, then fucking Uncle LMS Tactical says to you, fuck you, and go ahead and burn your fucking city down. I hope that the National Guard is deployed out there. I mean, I don't believe that these fuckers are gonna not riot even if they get what they want. You know, if they fucking say the cop is totally guilty and he's gonna go to prison for the rest of his life, you know, blah, 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 without a trial, they'll be celebrating, so they'll fucking burn down the city. Ignorant cockbiters. Anyways, that's my rant. Hey, happy Friday, everybody stay safe. LMS Tactical, I'm gone. Okay, so here I am, taking a look because it's windy and I usually have a good time finding arrowheads, and look at this right here. That is a perfect prehistoric spear point. I'll look it up, but it's got to be about 10 to 13,000 years old, and it looks to be in good condition. Now think about it. I'm the first person to touch this in thousands of years. Look at that. Very well made. Man, just think how long that's been sitting there waiting for me. Charlie, calm down.